Hi and welcome to today's video. We're going to look at decimals, at adding, subtracting or minusing, multiplying and dividing them. So the good news is that it's much easier to add, minus, multiply and divide decimals than with fractions. So first of all, adding. With decimals we can use our normal ways to add. So if you want to add 4.72 plus 16.95, you can just add them, and you add 2 and 5 together to get 7, then 7 and 9 to get 16, and then 1 from before, so 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11, and then 1 carried forward again, so it's 1 plus 1 is 2, so 21.67. Okay, it's always a good idea to do an answer check. What's an answer check? It's a calculation. It'll be close to the correct answer, but not 100% correct. So why do we do it? It will tell us if the decimal point is in the right place and if the answer looks correct. So the question was add 4.72 plus 16.95. 4.72 is close to 5. 16.95 is close to 17. So the approximate answer will be 5 plus 17, which equals 22. So we just did the calculation. Our answer was 21.67, close to 22. So we are happy that we put the decimal in the right place and that the answer was close to what we thought it would be. Okay, subtracting, the same with subtracting. So for example, if we had 24.72 minus 16.95, we start by taking 5 from 2, and it's 5 from 12, so that's 7. And then we have to take 9 plus 1 from 17, which is going to leave 7. Then we have to take 6 plus 1 from 14 is 7. And then we have to take 1 plus 1 from 2, which is 0. So our answer is 7.77. Our answer check, which said it's approximately 25 minus 17, said the answer would be close to 8, and it's 7.77, so correct. Okay, multiplying. Same with multiplying. So we do it the normal way. 24.72 times 4.95 looks like this. And then we multiply 5 times 24.72 and we get 12360. We add a 0 in the end, and then we multiply 24.72 by 9. So we get 222480. Then we add 2 zeros on the end, and we multiply 24.72 by 4. And we get 988800. We add them all up and we get 1223640. Okay, where does the decimal point go? So I can tell you the answer is 122.364. Let's do the answer check. It's approximately 25, so 24.72, close to 25. 4.95, close to 5. So it's approximately 25 times 5, which is 125. And our answer is 122.364. So we can be happy we've put the decimal point in the right place, and our answer is close to what we thought it would be. And the same with divide, we just use a normal long division method. So the example we're looking at is 112.65 divided by 4.75. And the way we do it is all laid out there on the screen. Just take your time and go through it. But you can see that we get an answer of 23.71. it goes on longer than that, but I'm cutting it off at 2 decimal places. And let's now do the check to make sure that we're close to the right answer. So the check says we're dividing approximately 115 divided by 5. So 112.65 is close to 115. 4.75 is close to 5. So we do 115 divided by 5, and the answer is 23. And our answer is 23.71. So we can be happy that we've got the decimal in the right place. And our answer looks correct. Okay. So here's an example. Do an approximate calculation for 31.8 multiplied by 17.2. So for that approximate calculation, we're taking 31.8 and saying that is close to 30, which is the numbers with the red circles. And we're saying 17.2 is close to 20. That's the blue circles. So 30 times 20 equals 600. We could have gone closer. We could have said 31 multiplied by 17. But it's harder to calculate than 30 by 20. So we have an exact answer of 54696, which I worked out on my phone. So where should the decimal go? Should it go after 54, or after 546, or after 5469? And the approximate calculation was 600. So that gives you a huge clue. The answer is 546.96. Now, we had 3 choices: 54 plus a few decimals, or 546 plus a few decimals, or 5469 plus a few decimals. 600 is not super close to 546.96, but it doesn't matter. It's clear that 600 is much closer to 546.96 than it is to 54 or to 5469.6. Okay, over to you. You try. Okay, first one. Add 34.81 plus 54.27. You're going to take a bit of time, I know, to do that, so pause the video because I'm going to go on and give you the answer fairly quickly. Okay, answer coming up now. So we set it out like this: 34.81 plus 54.27, and then we start doing the additions. 7 plus 1, 8, 2.8, 10, 4 plus 1 carried forward plus 4 is 9, and 3 plus 5 is 8. So the answer, 89.08. Let's do a quick check on that one. It's approximately 35, so 34.81 is close to 35, plus 55. 54.27 is close to 55. So it's approximately 35 plus 55 equals 90, and our answer is 89.08. So yes, we're close to where we want to be. Next one. 81.02 minus 45.83. Okay, I'm going to go with the answer now, so pause your video if you need to. So we set it out like this: 81.02 minus 45.83 below it. And our questions: 3 from 2, so we do 3 from 12 equals 9. 8 plus 1 from 10 equals 1. 1 and 5 is 6. From 11 equals 5. And 4 plus 1 is 5. From 8 equals 3. So our answer is 35.81. Let's do the quick check on that one. So we're looking at approximately 80 minus 45, which is 35. Our answer is 35.19. So we can be happy that we've got the decimal point in the right place. Okay, moving on. 78.46 minus 13.32. And I'm going to move to the answer now. Here we go. So the answer is 65.14. And you can see it there, how we lay it out. And the answer, 2 from 6 equals 4, 3.4, 3 from 4 equals 1, 3 from 8 equals 5, and 1 from 7 equals 6. And a quick check. Approximately 80 minus 14 equals 66. And our answer is 65.14, so we can be happy about that. So the next one is 17.49 multiplied by 25.92. So pause your video because it's going to take a while for you to do that. I'm going to go straight to the answer now. And the answer is 453.3408. So let's go through that. We start off with 17.49 multiplied by 25.92. So 2 times 9, 18. 2 times 4, 8, plus 1, 9. 2 times 7, 14. 2 times 1, 2, plus 1, 3. So we have 34.98. Bring down a 0, add it to the end. So now we do the 9. 9 9's 81. So 1. 9 4's 36. And 8, 44. So 4. 9 7's 63. And 4, 67. And 9 1's 9. And 6, 15. So we have 1574.1. Bring down 2 zeros. And we're going to do the 5 now. 5 9's 45. So 5. 5 4's 20 and 4, so 24. 4. 5 7's 35. Plus 2, 37. 5 1's 5. Plus 3 is 8. So we have 8745. And then we bring down 3 zeros for the next one. And we have multiplied by 2. 2 9's 18. 2 4's 8. 1 is 9. 2 7's 14. 2 1's 2. Plus 1 is 3. So we have 3, 4, 9, 8, 0. Add them all up and we get 453.3408, which we're saying is the answer. But let's check it. So for our answer check, we are saying 17.49 is close to 18. We're saying 25.92 is about 25. So 18 times 25 equals 450. So your answer is going to be close to 450, and it's 453. So we can be happy with that. So the next one is 85.31 divided by 29.65. And you need to pause the video because I'm going to go on now with the answer. So the answer is 2.88. And let's look at that one. And the workings are set out there in full. I'm not going to read you through it because there's an awful lot of numbers there. And you can see at the end I've cut it off there and said we're not going to go beyond 88. Or in fact, you can see at the top there 2.877, which we've rounded to 2.88. So let's just do the check. and it's approximately 90 divided by 30, which is 3. So our answer is 2.88, so that's fine. Okay, now this one is a story that you have to work out the calculation that's needed and then do the calculation. So here's the story. Nojilise is making a Karen shirt for her brother. She measures his shoulders and she needs a piece of cloth 0.42 meters wide. She already has some material from making shirts in the past, and it's 0.73 meters wide. If she cuts 0.42 meters from it to make her brother's shirt, how much will be left? So take your time, think about that one. I'm going to move on. So we have two numbers, 0.42 and 0.73. What will we do with them? Are we going to add them or minus them or multiply them or divide them? We know she's going to cut up the piece of cloth that she already has. So the answer is going to be less than 0.73. That means it cannot be plus or multiply, because if we did that, the answer would be higher than 0.73. So is it minus or is it divide? We use divide when we are sharing something. We're not doing that this time. We are taking something away from the present cloth, so it will be smaller. So we need to minus it. So we need to minus or subtract or the minus sign. They all mean the same. 0.73 minus 0.42. So moving on. 3 minus 2, 1. 7 minus 4, 3. And 0 minus 0, 0. So 0.31. That's our answer. Quick check. So it's approximately 0.7 minus 0.4, which is 0.3. Our answer was 0.31, so it's all good. Okay, next story. Teacher Brandon has a piece of bamboo 3.6 meters long. He wants to cut it into 9 equal pieces. How long will each piece be? Okay, so we have two figures, 9 and 3.69. Do we need to add or minus or multiply or divide? We know the 3.69 meter piece will be cut, so the new pieces will be shorter than 3.69 meters. So it cannot be plus or multiply, because if we did that, the answer would be more than 3.69. So is it minus or divide? When we finish, we want to have 9 equal pieces. So we will have to divide, to share. So we have to do 3.69 divided by 9. So 9 into 3, 0. 9 into 36, 4. 9 into 9, 1. So our answer is 0.41. Quick check on that. It's approximately 4 divided by 10, which is 0.4. And our answer is 0.41, so it's all good. A teacher wants to make some shelves for the library at school. The space for the shelves is 3.65 meters long. He has a piece of wood 10 meters long, and he wants to make 3 shelves. Will he have enough wood? And how much will be over or under what he needs? So there's two different ways to do this. So we'll look at them one by one. First way, you multiply. We know he wants 3 shelves, and we know that each shelf must be 3.65 meters. So if we multiply 3 times 3.65, we will know how much he needs. Then we can compare it with how much he already has, see how much over or under he is. So we do 3.65 times 3. 3 times 5, 15, so 5. 3 times 6, 18, plus 1, so 9. 3 times 3, 9 plus 1, so 10. So 10.95 is our amount that we need. So is that the answer? No, not finished yet. We need to compare this with how much he already has. So he has 10 meters of wood, but he needs 10.95. So to find out how much he is under, we need to do 10.95 minus 10, and the answer is 0.95. So the answer is 0.95. Are you happy with that? And you are wrong. Why? Can you see the reason why you're wrong? Okay, here we go. I'll tell you. Because the question asks if it is over or under. In other words, does he have too much or not enough? And if our answer is 0.95 meters, we missed that part of the question. So we must say 0.95 meters under. Otherwise, we're not going to get all the marks. So did you remember I said there were two ways to do this question? The second way is to divide. The amount of wood he has is 10 meters. So we divide by 3 because he wants to make 3 shelves. And the answer will tell us how long the 3 shelves would be if we use the 10-meter piece of wood. So we do 10 divided by 3, and the answer is 3.33. So there's not enough wood to make 3 shelves 3.65 meters long. So how do we calculate how much more he needs? We need to calculate how short each piece would be. So we have 3.65, which is the length we need, minus 3.33, the length we have. So 3.65 minus 3.33 equals 0.32. So we know now how short each of the 3 shelves will be. So now we have to multiply that by 3 because of the 3 shelves. So 3 times 0.32, the answer is 0.96 meters. And we're finished. You may have noticed that the answer from multiplying was 0.95 meters, and the answer from dividing was 0.96 meters. This is because when we divided 10 meters by 3, the answer was 3.33 recurring, which means going on forever. We had to simplify this to 3.33 meters, which caused the small difference in the answer. One of the ways, multiplying the amount we needed, the first way, is shorter and easier than the other, dividing the wood we have. Multiplying has 2 steps. First, you multiply the amount we need for each shelf by 3 for 3 shelves, and then you take the amount of wood we have, 10 meters, and you minus 10 meters from the answer from step 1. So 2 steps. Dividing has 3 steps. Divide the wood we have, which is 10 meters, by the number of shelves we want, which is 3. So that's step 1. Step 2, we multiply the answer from step 1 by 3. And step 3, we take the amount of wood that we have, the 10 meters, and we minus the answer from step 2. So we have 3 steps. So the less steps, the better. There is less chance of making a mistake. So it's worth taking some time at the start to stop and think about which way is the best. In this example, multiplying was clearly better than dividing. And this is the end, my friend. See you next time.